Hello, gods and goddesses. Welcome to my channel. I've been having some conversations around healing and healing the mind and what's possible when we're really looking at improving mental well-being. And this basically means having more peace of mind, having more peace within ourselves, being at more peace with the challenges and the discomforts of being human. And the first thing I really want to say to everyone, to the world, if everybody in the world could hear this, I would say, you can heal. Our bodies, our minds, our hearts, our beings are designed to always be moving towards health. And this is so awesome. And it's true, we can do things that might slow down the healing or might get in the way of full recovery. And we can do things that completely support our healing and our well-being and help make it easier for our bodies to heal, for our minds to heal, for our hearts to heal. And so welcome. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. If you've been here, thank you for being here. Please share, hit like, subscribe, do all these things. My favorite part of showing up here more is that whenever I come on here and talk about something and share my experience of being a hypnotherapist for the last 11 years, doing over 7,000 sessions, about what I really learned to be true for everyone and how the mind really works along with our being, holistically. And what I'm learning from being here is many things, but mostly how once I come on and share some information, I I grow, like I grow past what I said. Some of it I'm still with that, but then I learn more or people reach out to me and share their thoughts and then I learn more. And so my perspective continues to evolve with every conversation that I have. So don't think that any of my thoughts or opinions are set in stone because life isn't like that. Reality and healing and love and life, every part of life is always ebbing and flowing, always shifting and changing, always moving. Isn't that lovely? And life is good. And if we start to, without oversimplifying trauma and lived experience and privilege and the things that can make us go ooh and without oversimplifying the difficulties in life, I am here to hold space for you to be able to recognize or start to become aware of how often you might be finding life more difficult because of the way you're thinking about something. Mhm. Because what we're really looking at when we look at peace of mind is how are you interacting with your thinking? What are you believing? What are you doing? What are you clinging to in terms of your reality? And this isn't about thinking something different or thinking something positive, because that's a lot of work. This is more about allowing things to be as they are, excuse me, without trying to mold them, change them, shape them, fix them, take it all on your shoulders, needing to change. And acceptance isn't about complacency. Acceptance is just about a grounding, knowing that just because, for example, just because you're experiencing something challenging or you're feeling a negative emotion, your thoughts might start to go to a place like something is wrong with you or you need to fix something or all sorts of things, or blame on yourself or blame on other people. And it's not that we can't take a good look at what we might need to change, like if we're always in pain and we're not stretching our bodies, or if we're continuously gaining weight and we're not cleaning up our eating, or if we're like having a lot of anxiety and we're doing nothing to relax the mind. Well, of course, we're going to experience symptoms. But that's very different than when we experience the symptoms just thinking we're doomed, thinking something's really broken with us, thinking we have like a lifelong problem. That's very different. Because when we can start to understand how the mind works and how we interact with the mind, and we can start to get those messages more clearly without beating ourselves up and kind of going into this doomsday hole of, why didn't I do that sooner? Oh my gosh, I got myself into this. Now I have to do all this work. And then we build up so much resistance around something that we just realize that we need to change, that then it becomes very hard to change, right? It becomes very hard to change that, because there's so much resistance, never mind just feeling ashamed and bad and embarrassed about not having been able to change that yet, or ever. Right? And so I guess that's a big piece of it, which is having that compassion for ourselves. But the second piece is just that looking more simply at potentially what your body or what your mind is telling you that you need. And if you can't do that, getting support, but more importantly, starting to sit in the knowing that you're inherently well and that you're always moving towards well being. And if you start really listening to yourself and start doing some of the things that you know will help you feel better, life is good. Life is good. And that doesn't mean life isn't full of a bunch of bad. It just means that you're sitting in a place where life feels good. And from that place, you can create a whole new reality. You don't have to live in the reality that other people live in, or that the media is telling you is happening, right? You get to create a reality where things come to you and you find deals, and you get, you have positive interactions, or you have interactions that fulfill you, and you find ways to bring health and wealth and love into your life by being more at ease with yourself and being able to feel life is good and let things come to you in the midst of feeling sad, feeling hurt, feeling grief, feeling lonely, feeling angry, feeling resentful, feeling any kind of feeling, feeling anxious, feeling any kind of feeling, because those feelings, just like any feeling, will roll through you, and you'll get better at feeling the discomfort. And the discomfort has so much for us to learn. That's where the wisdom is. I work a lot with people going through a dark night of the soul. That's my coaching work. And, this is it. It's like real transformation and change doesn't just happen in a pretty little package, right? Real transformation and change comes with going into those darker parts of ourselves, to releasing in those lower chakras, in that lower body, the stuff that's bringing us back down, that's keeping us from being up here like life is good. I'm making magic happen. I'm bringing things to me. And that's, I guess, where the truth lies. That it's not the reality, but it is the truth, that if we don't face those things in ourselves, if you're not willing to just sit in it, knowing it's not who you are, but what you need to go through in order to get to, then life isn't too good. And then we're living in a reality created by other people. that have a lot of limitations and a lot of stress and a lot of fear. And that is not a healed mind. That is not a peaceful mind. So that's number one, just start to be more aware of your desire to flee your discomfort. And once you find that you can sit more in your discomfort, the better you'll feel. And the more that life is good. This is the topic of this month's free hypnosis session, coaching hypnosis session with me in my free text messaging community. I will put the details in the video below in the spot for the details below this video for you to sign up via cell phone. You can text, use the link, join the text messaging community. It's gonna come out in the next week or two. That is where I will be doing a full session with the group around healing the mind on Zoom. So I'd love to have you join me so you can really get to experience some of that work I do, chill out, relax, get the peace of mind just by being in the space of hypnosis and being in the space of the conversation around this, plus all the energy of all the people that come to the session. So I'd love to have you there. I love having you here. Shoot me a message, drop me a comment in the chat. Um, Let me know how I can help or what resonates with you. Ding that bell. We'll keep talking. We'll keep sharing. We'll keep, building a community. And thanks again. Ciao for now.